I was asked this morning, how did I know that SoundHound was going to go up 447% over the last 6 months? Well, how did I know that Skywater was going to go up 90%, or Marvel was going to go up 65, or Broadcom 39, or AEHR 38, or GTLS 28%? How did I know that? Well, it's pretty obvious. I mean, SoundHound came out and told us that their earnings or per share over the next 3 years were going to grow at 28.5%. And Skywater said their earnings were going to grow at 135% per year over the next 3 years. And they got a PEG ratio of 0.93. I mean, that's obvious. It's going to, its stock price has to go up. And then Marvel told us that that its earnings per share, because of the increased activity that was going to happen in the conventional semiconductors, that its earnings per share was going to go up 37% per year. I mean, that's unheard of. So you know that the stock's going to go up. Even Broadcom, they said their earnings were going to go up average per year for the next 3 years of 22.8%. And then GTLS, I know, 22.6 per year for the next 3 years with a PEG ratio of 0.99. Well, it's got to go up. I mean, this is so obvious. And then there's this company. Look here on my sheet. I go through all these and I show them to you. Look at this one. They're saying their earnings over the next 3 years will go up an average 242%. Well, you know their price is going to go up. It's not that difficult, folks. It's all there. Oh, I know. I pay an outrageous amount of money to Seeking Alpha and to Zacks, and then I've got this firm that will upload all that data into my cheat sheet, and it gives me the numbers that all I got to do is look at them and interpret them, and then go buy the damn stock. Come on, it's not that difficult, particularly when we're in a world of change. AI is changing the world as fast as we can. Look at what's happening with ChatGPT. We're up already to the O4. And then you've got Google's, Notepad that I can go in every day and tell my AI agent, go look at their quarterly earnings. Go scan the internet for any news about any of these 60 companies and make me a 15-minute podcast that explains it all to me. It's all there on my sheet. All you got to do is come to my website and click on it, and it'll tell you. What more do you need? I mean, do I have to get a 2x4 and beat you over the head with it? It's not that difficult. Now, you've been getting your ass kicked because you just go with the fluff and fear of missing out and all those acronyms. But if you'll spend a little money, I've gone overboard. I'm up to about 20 grand a month that I feed this information, but I make $5,000 a day. So and some days Jerome turns on me, but overall, my portfolio is growing at about 8% a month. So if multiply that times 12, and it's all because I have access to the data, and I've learned how to use AI, ChatGPT, and Notepad, and all the others, to do the work for me, to bring it and put it in front of me and say, did you know this? No, I didn't know that, but I do now, and I know what to do in order to take advantage. I mean, it's as simple as look on my sheet there, go down the column about who's hiring the most people. That's why this company's going to be up 453% per year in earnings for the next 3 years. Hell, they increased their workforce by, 120%? 453%. They increase. Why do you hire more people if you're in business? Because you have a growth opportunity. In order to take care of that growth opportunity, you got to get more computer scientists. You got to get more access to this data. You got to get more access to the change. That's investing. But if you, I got a comment that said, investing is nothing but gambling. Oh, of course it is. It's nothing but gambling, but it's not pulling a slot machine. It's not going in with no knowledge. It's going to that back room and sitting down with 10 other people and playing poker, and you've got more information, and you know what a tell is, and you've looked at the films on the other 9 people, and you know when they have a good hand because you've done your research, you've done your work, and you're a better gambler than they are. And that's all it is. I'm a better gambler because I have access to the data. I watch the films. Who was it? Deion Sanders. Why was Deion Sanders such... Have you ever heard him say, why were you such a good defensive back? And what was his answer? What was his answer? His answer was, I watched the films more than any other defensive back. So I knew what they were going to do before they did it. What was he talking about? He was talking about their tells. I have a sheet. It's called Kerry's tell sheet. That's what it does for 60 stocks. And Samantha's going to open the world up to 6,500 stocks for my tells. And then I rank the tells, and I know which stocks are going up over the next 6 months and the next 3 years, and then the 20 years after that, because I have access to the data. I study the films. You have a Merry Christmas, a Happy New Year, and let's make some money together. Come to the website, bestofusinvestors.com. I'll give you free access to this for 14 days. And if you aren't convinced that by studying the films, recognizing the tells, you can find the next NVIDIA. I mean, it's just go look at their balance sheet and their income statement for the last 5 years, and you'll say, my God, why didn't I see this coming? Well, you can. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year.